So this is part 4 of my Penny Dreadful City of Angels review for episode 4. So I do apologize, my camera overheated, so I have to pick up. As I mentioned in part 3 of my review, is that simultaneously while the Zoot Suiters confronted and eventually got rid of Officer Riley, you had Brad Garrett and his goons pick up Nathan Lane, kidnap them, took him to a warehouse, and you see another gangster strung up with the fishes, a nod to The Godfather. Um, Leonard Schiff, he's on the outs in Benny Berman's organization. Now, what he did was the machine guns that were supposed to be sent to Palestine to help the Israeli cause was actually not shipped, but Lander decided to keep them and sell them to the Nazis. So it turns out that the same guns that were used by the Nazis were given by a fellow Jew, Leonard Schiff, the Jewish gangster, and subsequently those weapons were used to kill Nathan Lane as Detective Mitchener's friends who were trailing the Nazis and trying to scope out exactly what they were doing. So, as I mentioned before, in every great storytelling, you'll have a beginning, middle, and end. And this is kind of tying up what you see in the beginning of the episode. Furthermore, the result of Mateo and the Zoot Suiters getting rid of Riley, which you're about to see now, culminates in what you see is Officer Riley laying in front of the LAPD station. And of course, it was a result of the attack from the Zoot Suiters in retribution for the molestation of Mateo's sister. And of course, the woman behind uh, getting Mateo and the Zoot Suiters to basically go out and riot and fight back and kill on her behalf is no other than Rio. And of course, Rio, just to say it again and again, Rio is also Magda, the demon saint. Rio and Magda are also Elsa. Rio, Magda, and Elsa are also Alex. She's behind it all. And before we wrap up here, you see the LAPD station. And if you looked at my filming location vlog, this is actually Highland Park. This is one of the original LAPD stations, which was erected in 1926 and is currently a National Historical Monument landmark. And I'll show you a shot of that during the day. Here you have a daytime still of the exact same building in Highland Park, the LAPD station. Um, as I mentioned before, for whatever reason, they chose to call Highland Park Belvedere Heights. I'll try to do some more research and find out what the reason behind that was. And as I wanted to wrap up and tell you what I thought about the final plot point in episode 4, I'd like to recognize the performance by Jessica Garza, who played Josefina Vega, Detective Vega's younger sister. It's obviously those type of things are not an easier performance to play, and I thought she did a wonderful job. Throughout this whole series, you have the production value is second to none. I mean, I would encourage anybody, uh, get Showtime on a 30-day free trial. It is a great, great series. You have a little bit of everything. You have historical content, facts mixed in with fictional characters and sci-fi. I mean, it's a horror macabre historical genre. I mean, you can't beat it. You get a little bit of everything in this. Um, what I suspect is that, as I mentioned before, this is episode 4 of 10 episodes. So I see episode 5. It's going to be the culmination of all of these events going on, and you're going to see the city explode, and just kind of blood will flow down the streets. And I'll see if I can give you some still images of a preview for episode 5. Here you see Magda entering the scene. Uh, it's just a matter of waiting to see. We'll see what she's up to. And here you see Alex, who is Magda as well, as a German immigrant. It looks like, based on the sequence here that I can't show, but I gave you the still, is that it looks like she's trying to frame Peter. She looks disheveled, as though she had been raped or something. And here's a shot of, looks like a Day of the Dead kind of altar. This is the horror aspect of the show. Um, there's a lot of ritualistic things going on here that look pretty dark and kind of macabre, if you ask me. And that will conclude the wrap up of episode 4, Penny Dreadful City of Angels. Again, I encourage you all to check out the series, take advantage of the free 30-day offer. It's a 10 episode series, and hopefully it'll continue for multiple seasons. And this is Joseph here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave your comments. Until next time, look forward to episode 5. Talk to you all soon.